Okay, so last time I completed till scientific method, so we will going to understand 1.3 what is behavior. Behavior, you have understood there are two types of behavior are there. The one is overt behavior that you can see from your eyes, covert behavior which is feeling of a person. Like right now I am talking with you, you are listening. That is you can see your family members overt behavior, like they are talking with you, they are walking, they are sleeping. That is overt behavior. A behavior which is covert, by the name only it is written that cover, it is hidden, you cannot able to observe that covert behavior. So here the John B Watson is a American psychologist. As you can see, he established a school of behaviorism. He conducted research on animal behavior, child rearing, and advertising. So, which means this man, this psychologist is an American psychologist. He established one school of behaviorism where he conducted the research on animal to understand the animal behavior, to understand the child rearing. Rearing means how the child is growing up, and advertising. So, three research he had done to understand the behavior. And SOR model, which is established by John B. Watson. SOR model. John B. Watson defined behavior is anything a person or animal does. John B. Watson is saying, you know what? He's saying that behavior is anything what human and animal does. It could be anything. Like you you are touching your nose, anything. What the animal and human do that can be observed, recorded, and studied. So he's saying what whichever thing which is done by human and animal that can be seen from your eyes, which can be recorded, which can be studied. Behavior is an organism response to any external or internal stimulus. So he's saying that behavior is a response of internal and external stimulus, right? This fact is represented by a symbol, by the symbol SOR, which is just wait a minute, no? Wait. So here, if you see, this fact is represented by the symbol, like S stands for stimulus, O stands for organism, which means living organism, R stands for response, which is reaction of an organism to the stimulus. Now you will have a question in your mind, like what is stimulus and what is organism. You have understood, even reaction you have understood. What is stimulus? Stimulus is nothing but whenever the people are responding to a particular thing, that is called a stimulus. Like for example, whenever your phone will ring and you will move, you will take action, right? You will react. So at that situation, at that moment, your mobile phone is a stimulus. Another example I can say that if the bus is coming, how the people are reacting, so the bus will be a stimulus. Even you are opening your umbrella, why? Because rain is coming, so your rain is a stimulus. Clear? So example is saying a teacher is a stimulus, organism which means a student, a response which is done by student. Like teacher asked a question to a student and student responded. Clear? Organism is nothing but student. So here they are giving example. Like even I can say that right now you are watching this video. I am a stimulus. Even your mobile phone is a stimulus and you are watching it. And watching is also action, which can be observed, which can be recorded, which can be monitored or studied. Stimulus is any physical event or condition that gives rise to the reaction. So here they are explaining stimulus is any kind of physical event, okay, any kind of physical which you can see it, or any kind of condition that gives rise to the reaction. So any kind of event or that because of that stimulus the person will react. If the person is not reacting, then we cannot say that it is a stimulus. I'm right. Like for example, your chair, right? Chair. What do you think? Like chair is a stimulus? Chair is a stimulus or not? It might be a stimulus, but which actually gives rise to the reaction. Like if the chair is that, if the chair is not making other person to move, which means we can say that at that time chair is not a stimulus, right? For example, rain, bus, bike, these all are the stimulus, which means any physical thing or any condition which makes the person to react, right? An organism. So the stimulus can be external or internal. Some stimulus are external or internal. Like for example, whenever you are sitting in the classroom and you are feeling hungry, so you will take action, or you are feeling toilet, so you will take action. That is internal. External, which means what I said. An organism stands for human being or an animal who gives a response to a cell stimulus. Response is a reaction of an organism to a given stimulus. Clear? Everyone clear? SOR model. S stands for stimulus, which makes the living thing react. And when they are reacting, they are giving they are giving response. Right? Now, uh, behavior includes overt and covert activities. Overt activities include like bodily movements like walking, playing, and this. Covert activity which is related to head and include mental process, feeling, thinking, and all. Now, if you say study of cognition 1.4, so during 1950s and 60s, this 10 years, their focus of psychology shifted from behavior to cognitive process, right? So these people had shifted from behavior to cognitive process. What it means that like people started focusing on psychology is the study of understanding the cognition of the other person. Psychologists were interested in studying the process like what the person is percepting, what the person is thinking, memory, and higher order activities. Cognitive is nothing but the brain related activity which is done by the person. Cognitive psychologists are interested in studying inner process and trigger particular response to the stimulus, right? So psychologists in 1950s and 1960s time, which means within 10 years after behavior, psychologists thought that psychology is the study of behavior. But now the psychologists started focusing on psychology is the study of higher mental activity which is done by the human being, like memory, taking decision, and perception, thinking, like this. Now, psychology in Indian perspective. Now we are going to understand the psychology from an Indian perspective, like how the psychology is developed from Indian perspective. Let's start. Many ancient Indian thinkers tried to solve the mystery of human mind. There are many ancient in the before also ancient time. There are many people try to understand the human mind, and during the period of 2000 before Common Era or to 500 after Christ, Common Era, the philosopher studies mind and human behavior from different perspective and try to explain idea like soul, mind, intuition, and so on. All this part of philosophy. Okay, so I am just stopping here. Thank you.